Namaste, Sitaram, a pleasant good morning. Welcome to Rudraaya. I'm your host, Nisha Sharma, and Rudraaya is being brought to you with the kind compliments of Maha Rudradev Mandir. And of course, the Mandir is located at 850 Tapscott Road, Unit 34 in Scarborough, with Tapscott and McNichol being our closest intersection. So today, being a very, very special weekend, we want to dedicate this entire segment of Rudraaya to all the fathers out there. So we'll start off by wishing you a very happy Father's Day to all of you. And throughout the program today, we will talk about the importance of a father in the life of children. For now, we'll join our spiritual leader, Pandit Ravi Sharma, for our pravachan. Enjoy.
एक पेड़रो पक्षी भेटे एक गुरु एक चेला एक पेड़ा दो पक्षी भेटे एक गुरु एक चेला अपनी करनी गुरु तारे अपनी करनी लसिया वर रामचंद्र जी की जय शरण. Devotees, it is said that the verse tells us that there are two birds that are sitting upon a tree. And it's beautiful, actually. This comes from the Kathopanishad. Okay, not this Doha. This Doha was written by Kabir Das. But it carries the same important meaning. And it tells us about these two birds who are sitting upon a tree. One is called as the Guru, and one is called as the Chela. One is called as the disciple. And so the Guru itself will descend upon their own work, by their own studying and by their own meditation. And the disciple also, the Chela, they also will only be able to climb above this tree when they understand about and live according to their karmas. Devotees, the funny thing is that in life, is that only when you value something, when you lay great value or you understand what you have actually lost. Devotees, as the children itself are mourning the death of their father, we are accustomed as children, growing up with our parents, we can call them at any time because we know that they are there. We know if they are unavailable, we will see them in the afternoon, or we can phone them if we are not there. And so we think that they will live forever as long as we live. Devotees, so only when we tend to lose something, then we tend to pay more value is there towards it. Devotees, it is said that one man had stated, as he looked in the mirror, as he was from a young man, a young child, he had become a youth. From a youth, he had become into an adult. And so he enjoyed all his life. And so one day, like Raja Dasharatha, in the Balkan, it tells us, Raja Dasharatha, it is only one day that he was looking in the mirror. And as he was looking in the mirror, he began to count all his blessings that he had acquired. He was a virtuous king. He had a happy marriage life. But of course, he was missing children. But he only began to realize all of this when he saw that the long black hair that he had, it was turning gray. And so this man looked in this mirror now. As he looked at his hair, it was turning from black to a salt color, to white. And so he began to realize the importance that his youthful days now were coming towards a sunset. And at the same time, we truly have to understand and appreciate the lessons that we have learned along the way. Devotees, each and every one of us, we have to understand the lessons. And so we have to apply these lessons that we go through in life for every single day. We should question ourselves, what is the lesson that life has taught us? What are the lessons that life has taught us about this pandemic? What has the lesson life has taught us about those who have meant something to us and now they are no more in this world? Devotees, well, first and foremost, we have to look at what are our strengths, how we can increase it, and then we have to also look at what are our shortcomings and how we can remove such shortcomings. Devotees, from the earliest years of our schooling, from the earliest years, everyone, as they progress in life, not transgress and regress, not go backwards. Life is about going forward in life. We all have to focus on what is wrong with us and not find faults, but how we can become a better me. You see, devotees, we don't have to read a bestseller by someone else to figure out what is wrong with us. If every day you and your dulahin is fighting, then find out what are you fighting for. You could be doing something that she's upset about, and so you can try and fix it. If every day you and your child is fighting about something, then find out and mend it. Devotees, this is what. Now, perhaps I can share with you, because we know that we have elderly individuals, devotees listening. We also know we have a young congregation. We have young participants also listening. And I was reading about this, about a kargosh. You know what a kargosh is? A kargosh is a hare. Not H-A-I-R, but H-A-R-E, right? Not hare, because we spell hare H-A-R-E also, but a rabbit, all right? So there was this rabbit, and so this rabbit was enrolled. Let's say he was enrolled in rabbit school, all right? Devotees, unlike all rabbit, now it came natural that as a child learns to creep, and then we teach a child to walk, it's natural for a rabbit itself to hop, all right? They don't just start walking like us human beings. And so it could hop, but the rabbit itself didn't know how to swim. He fell in water, and poor rabbit didn't know how to swim. And so, as time went by, this rabbit is there in rabbit school, and he got high marks for hopping, but he failed miserably in swimming. The parents, like us, we all concerned, because if we have a deficiency, we try to correct this deficiency. And the parents coaxed the child and said, stop hopping, concentrate on your swimming. And guess what? We all know that what will be the outcome for this rabbit. So they sent the rabbit itself towards learn how to swim. And we all know what happened. The poor rabbit forgot how to swim, because he was only concentrated on he forgot how to hop, and because he was concentrated only on how to swim. And this is what happens to us sometimes as parents. We want everything for our children. We try to get them focused in all different things, except some of the things that they themselves love the most. Many of us as parents, sometimes we forget to allow the child to grow as a child because we want them to excel in everything that we were not given. And sometimes that can become disastrous. Devotees to the rabbit himself forgot how to hop. And as for the swimming, you can guess, if you put a rabbit in water, what would happen? So devotees, sometimes this is what happens to us in life. We forget what we are good at. And if we see the potential as parents in children, what they are good at, then guess what, devotees? Every child may not make it as a doctor. Every child may not make it as a lawyer. But they become a minister. They can become as a pandit also. Mere man mera, mere tan mera, mere rom rom me samaya ram hai, mere saason me tera naam hai, oh mere saason be tera फूलों में रंग, जैसे जल में तरंग। मेरे आत्मा है तूने अकोया में, मेरी सांसों में तेरा ही राम है। मेरे राम, मेरे राम। तुम मेरे ठाकुर, मैं तेरी चाकर। तुम मेरे ठाकुर, मैं तेरे जाकर। जागो है तेरी बाहर ओ निश दिन, जागो है तेरी वरे। हर संगत में विघ्न विगत में, हर संगत में विघ्न विगत में। आओ तेरे वरे ओ निश दिन, आओ तेरे वरे। जैसे नैनों में जो, जैसे नैनों में जो, तारो है में जो मेल। मेरे हृदय में तेरा नाम है, मेरी सांसों में तेरा नाम है। ओ मेरे सांसों में तेरा ही नाम है। मेरे राम, मेरे राम। मेरे मन में राम, मेरे तन में राम, मेरे रोम रोम की समाय राम है। मेरी सांसों में तेरा ही नाम है, मेरी सांसों में तेरा ही नाम है। मेरे राम, मेरे राम, मेरे राम, मेरे राम।
Quality temporary staffing to various companies throughout the GTA since 2001. We have competitive rates, we take care of all your recruitment needs and payroll cost, and we provide transportation. Our friendly and knowledgeable recruiters are here to assist you, whether you are looking for permanent or temporary employees, for industrial or office needs. So call us now at 647-693-7745 or visit our website at www.extrastaffing.ca. My dear viewers, I hope you've enjoyed this morning's pravachan dedicated to all the fathers out there who's celebrating Father's Day. And of course, we always speak about mothers having a special special place in the hearts of children. But you know, fathers always come sort of second place. But a mother gets the privilege and the blessing of carrying a child for 9 months. And that connection is actually, you know, starts from the moment of conception, and it goes on for 9 months, and that bond is already there when the child comes into this world. But for fathers, they have to cultivate that bond, and that bond is made through the heart. So we want to say that even though we know mothers are special, fathers are equally special. So happy Father's Day to all of you. We'll get straight into our health segment with Dr. Sachin Ramkisoon, and we also want to wish Dr. Ramkisoon a very happy Father's Day as well.
Sitaram, and welcome to Health Corner. I am Dr. Sachin Ramkisoon, and today is the 4th episode in our series on mental illness. Today we are discussing anxiety disorder. Anxiety disorder is an often debilitating mental condition that affects about 1 in every 10 people. It is twice as common in females as compared to males, and actually varies based on geography. In Europe, Africa, and Asia, the rates are lower, but in North America, the rates of anxiety disorder are much higher, often affecting 1 in 3 people. There are many theories about this, but it may be due to higher levels of stress, different coping mechanisms, and how different cultures interpret anxiety and what is considered normal. It is very normal to feel anxious from time to time, especially when experiencing increased stress in your life. However, excessive anxiety and worrying that becomes difficult to control and starts to interfere with your daily life is abnormal. Some of the symptoms of anxiety disorder include persistent worrying and feeling anxious that is out of proportion to the event, overthinking plans or being fixated on worst-case outcomes, perceiving situations as a threat even when they are not, inability to let go of a worry, always feeling keyed up or on edge, or difficulty concentrating because of the excessive worrying. Sometimes this anxiety disorder can lead to panic attacks, which are brief but severe episodes of worrying that makes you feel like you may die or that you are having a heart attack. Of course, anxiety is a natural response to certain stressful situations. And so there is a spectrum of what is considered normal and what is abnormal levels of anxiety. Anxiety becomes a disorder when it is excessive, out of proportion, and starts to affect your everyday life. For example, after arriving home and locking your door, you may question if you really did and go back and check once, which is a natural response. However, if every 5 minutes you have to go back and check the door to see if it is still locked, this behavior is out of proportion and considered abnormal. Another example is commonly seen in children when doing homework or any task. It is normal to want to do a perfect job, but some people may constantly redo or restart the task or homework repeatedly because it is not perfect, to the point that the task is never completed. As with many mental health conditions, anxiety disorder is a combination of genetics, brain chemistry, environment, and emotional development. Interestingly, those with a timid personality who avoids risk and are more introverted may be more prone to anxiety disorders than others. Genetics also plays a role, since those with a family history are more likely to develop anxiety disorder. One of the most important causes is life experiences, since many people who have anxiety disorder have suffered a traumatic or negative experience in the past. This is why anxiety disorders are so common in those that have panic attacks, phobias, post-traumatic stress disorder, depression, and substance abuse. There is no way to predict who will have anxiety disorder, but the key is early recognition. The treatments involve psychotherapy to train the mind to rationalize its thoughts, exercise, eating healthy, and avoiding smoking or caffeine. Medications may be necessary in extreme cases. One of the best proven treatments for anxiety disorder is meditation and yoga, as this can help alleviate the symptoms of anxiety and prevent it from recurring. I hope this topic is useful to you, as anxiety is more common than most people realize. Thank you for joining me on Health Corner, and I look forward to continuing our series on mental health next week on Rudraaya.
Sam Samunder, Extra Staffing Solutions. Sam and his team have been providing quality temporary staffing to various companies throughout the GTA since 2001. We have competitive rates, we take care of all your recruitment needs and payroll cost, and we provide transportation. Our friendly and knowledgeable recruiters are here to assist you, whether you are looking for permanent or temporary employees, for industrial or office needs. So call us now at 647-693-7745 or visit our website at www.extrastaffing.ca. My dear viewers, I hope you are enjoying Rudraaya as we dedicate this entire segment to our fathers out there, and we get straight into our corporate segment with another father, Kamalji, and we also want to wish Kamalji a happy Father's Day. I'd like to introduce you to Kamalji from Lotus Funeral Home.
Sitram and Namaste. My name is Kamal Bardwaj, and I'm the owner of Lotus Funeral and Cremation Center in Toronto and Kitchener Funeral Homes in Crematorium in Kitchener. I'm also a licensed funeral director. Recently, at my funeral home, we have put additional safety measures in place that allows for us to provide an open casket funeral service for someone that has passed away from COVID-19. Many precautions and safety measures are in place when we transfer someone with COVID-19 into our care. Our staff are fully protected with personal safety equipment, and all equipment are sanitized during the transfer process. The treatment of the body of a deceased with our embalming and sanitization process allows us to conduct a funeral service with an open casket. Please note that even though we have taken all the necessary precautions, that it's still wise for people to wear a face mask and gloves. We still want to keep a separation from the family with the deceased, but families are able to see their loved one during all times. At Lotus Funeral and Cremation Center and at Kitchener Funeral Homes and Crematorium, we operate 7 days a week and 24 hours a day. Our crematorium is located in our building, so we never have to leave our building in cold or bad weather for a cremation. For Hindu families, we can provide all the puja items, including fresh leaves and a havan kund. We are centrally located for families in the west and families from the east. For more information, please contact me from the telephone number on the screen. Thank you for watching, and see you next week on Rudraaya.
Life is beautiful, but death is inevitable. I realized this when my dad passed away. So much pain, and amidst all this, the worry of arranging a funeral. Thankfully, in all this, Kamal stood by me. From the viewing to the cremation, he arranged it all at one location. Once someone is gone, they don't come back. But Lotus Funeral Home knows how to give them a respectable farewell.
Lotus Funeral Home. Life must be celebrated.
Veera Hanumana Ati Balavana Ram Naam Rasiya He 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 Prabhu Man Vasiya Sita Ram Jai Sita Ram Radhe Shyam Jai Radhe Shyam Sita Ram Jai Sita Ram Radhe Shyam Jai Radhe Shyam Sita Ram Jai Sita Ram Radhe Shyam Jai Radhe Shyam Veera Hanumana Ati Balavana Ram Naam Rasiya Veera Hanumana Ati Balavana Ram Naam Rasiya रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीता राम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीता राम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीता राम वीरा हनुमाना अति बलवाना राम नाम रसिया वीरा हनुमाना अति बलवाना राम नाम रसिया सीता राम जय सीता राम राधे श्याम जय राधे श्याम सीता राम जय सीता राम राधे श्याम जय राधे श्याम सीता राम जय सीता राम राधे श्याम जय राधे श्याम वीरा हनुमाना अति बलवाना राम नाम रसिया वीरा हनुमाना अति बलवाना राम नाम रसिया हे 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 प्रभु मन बसिया हो प्रभु मन बसिया
My dear viewers, I also want to say that even though Maharajadev Mandir and all the temples remain closed for the COVID-19, we are now booking by appointment. So we know many of you have been calling to book an appointment to see Pandit Ravi, whether it's for Patra reading or whether it's for a puja, just with you and the Pandit to do an offering. So we are now booking by appointments only. So if you would like to book an appointment with Pandit Ravi for either Patra reading or for consultation for puja or even for any type of wellness, please contact us at the number on the screen. That is Pandit Ravi's number, and we will be sure to book you for an appointment to meet Pandit at the temple. And of course, we are maintaining the limit of 5 people at a time at the mandir because of the social distancing and the legislation. So we just want to say that please do come, because we know many of you are wanting to see Pandit Ravi. So we're now taking appointments for bookings for appointments with Pandit. My dear viewers, we've come to the end of another segment of Rudraaya. I hope you've enjoyed this morning's segment. And like I said at the beginning and throughout the program today, this entire segment was dedicated to all the fathers as we celebrate Father's Day this weekend. And just to, you know what, the one thing that we get to choose our husbands, we get to choose our wives, we get to choose our friends. But the one thing that we don't get to choose is our parents. And our parents don't get to choose us as children. But we know and we trust that this match was made in heaven. And so the bond coming straight from heaven will be everlasting. So to all of you out there, I hope you have a great day and enjoy your time with your children. A gift that this COVID-19 presents to you, a precious gift of time. So I'd like to thank our kind sponsors at Maha Rudraaya Mandir, as well as our executive producer Gary Khan, for making Rudraaya possible. So until we meet again next week, have a blessed day, and we look forward to seeing you right here next week on Rudraaya. Namaste.
हर शिव शंकर भोलेनाथ उमापति शिव भोलेनाथ
हर शिव शंकर भोलेनाथ उमापति शिव भोलेनाथ
हे हर शिव शंकर भोलेनाथ उमापति शिव भोलेनाथ
हर शिव शंकर भोलेनाथ उमापति शिव भोलेनाथ
शिव शिव शंकर